Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining me today. It is a pleasure as always. Here we are at the end of July. Things are getting hot. Oh my goodness. It's fun. It's fun to see the excitement. It's fun to see the growth. It's fun to see all the people getting their me in three and more, right? Oh my goodness. It's awesome. It's just exciting. It's exciting because that's the basis, right? That's the fundamental, the foundation of everything we do is that me in three, and we get to see it every day, right? Over at Our World on Facebook. Hey, congratulations to so and so for their me in three, and it's fun. It's fun because we get to see a bunch of people getting double points and making sure that they're going to make their $38 a month guarantee. It's awesome. Right? That is the basis of what we're all about. It's so exciting as I get to talk with so many different leaders and new people coming into the business. It's just neat to see. And I'm doing calls like all the time. It's crazy how many calls I'm doing lately with brand new people that are checking us out, wanting to find out more about what we're doing. And, just that the refreshing feeling that they get when they realize, wow, it's only $30 to join. That's it. $30. That's one time $30 to join, and then just $38 a month to be a qualified, paid member. Oh my goodness, right? It's like mind blowing, right? And then on top of that, to know that if they can just go get 3 people in 30 days, they have a whole 30 days to get 3 people. Right? I mean, a lot of people with experience in network marketing, they can go get 3 people in one day, right? We had one guy did it in 15 minutes. So, to think, so I can go and I have a whole 4 weeks, right? 30 days to go get 3 people. And then the thing I know, I'm going to get double my points, my savings, right? I'm going to go from about $50 in savings to $100 in savings. And I'm going to actually be able to have my membership paid for because I'm getting $38 guaranteed in a check. Holy cow. So it's like I joined, I'm getting more value than what I'm paying in the first place. And then on top of that, if I just do the business, because it's a business, right? I just do the business and get 3 to start. Next thing I know, I'm in profit. I mean, that's like the most simple thing you could ever think of in a home-based business. It really is, right? Now, I know there are some individuals who are on our team and everything that have zero experience, right? They're brand new. They heard about this for the first time. They're just brand new joining us. And for them, they're thinking, 3? And how am I going to get 3 people, right? And I remember, the true story, right? This is back in 2009, okay? So 10 years ago, I joined a company. And this company, it was an energy drink company, right? And our product was, it was basically $200 with shipping, right? Because what you were buying, your auto ship, was to buy. You had to get 2 cases of this energy drink, okay? And the price on that was right around 100-ish, somewhere in there. And then on top of that, you had to pay about $40 in shipping. $40 in shipping because they were heavy, right? And so I remember that it was so basically it was $200 to join, because then they had their enrollment fee as well, right, on top of that. And so it was $200 to join, and then about $100, and it ended up being like $170 a month in auto ship, right? But it was exciting, it was new. It was the first time there was a healthy energy drink, right? Because there were Red Bulls at the time, but all the energy drinks at that time, 2009, and that was kind of a new thing, and they were unhealthy, right? And so our thing was, this is the healthy energy drink. And it was like, wow, this is cool. And we had an amazing social media guy that was going to help us with everything and stuff. And so we were like, okay, this is cool. This is easy. And all you had to do was get 3, right? That was the magic of 3. Let's go get 3. Get 3 people in, and then the comp plan, it's going to build, it's going to fill in, and like 1/3 of it is like matched with the other side, and so like your sidelines, so you're building the same team together, and it was growing, and it was popping. people were signing up left and right. The guy that signed me up showed me his back office, and he was showing me that like literally every 5 minutes, there were like 2 or 3 new people coming in. Boom, boom, boom. It was just going crazy, and we were excited, and we did it for, I was basically part of that for 4 or 5 months, something like that. And it was a good time, right? But I'll be straight up. During those months, I only ever signed up 2 people. That's it, right? So I paid my auto ship. I put it on my credit card, okay? And I paid my auto ship every single month for 4 months, and I never made a dime. Never made a penny, okay? I made $0 at that company. I never got a check, never once, right? Because you had to get 3 to make any money. You had to. That was the rule, right? And so I got 1, which was my dad. Then I got a second one, which is this lady I knew. And I could never get a third person. I could never do it. It was so frustrating. And at the end of the day, that company collapsed, right? I went to one of their big meetings, and we had like hundreds and hundreds of people there, and they had like one of those statues, like ice sculpture statues, things that had the energy drink pouring out of it and everything. And it was exciting, and they had people with the boat. They had their boat there with the logo, on there, and their trucks all wrapped and stuff, and it was super hype, right? But I never made a penny. And I sat in that meeting, and I was hearing from these guys that were making $10,000 a month or more. And my eyes were like, whoa, I want to make $10,000 a month too. That sounds awesome, right? And I was believing, and I was, I can do this, I can do this. And the sad thing was, after about 4 months, the thing just collapsed. It just done. The CEO dude came and tried to resurrect it, but everybody, they were just done. They're like, nope, this didn't work. And I thought, man, I just wasted all this money. I have all these energy drinks, and there's nothing to show for it, right? It was super frustrating. And so I'm like, man, but that's how I kind of got my start, right? Really seriously looking at network marketing and everything with that, because after that, I was invited to do some other companies that were a little bit easier, a little bit more realistic, right? But I still remember that. Oh, how do I get my 3? How do I get my 3? It was hard. It was hard to get 3 people at that price point, right? On a comp plan that did not guarantee that with 3, and that's the other sad thing, right? Was that even if I had gotten my 3, even with some of the spillover and stuff like that, I would have probably still only made $20, $30, because you're basically making $5 per person on your team, right? And so at that point, if I'd have had a 20-person team, right, I would have maybe made $100, right, which was still not even enough to cover it, right? It was crazy. So fast forward to now, what do we got? We have an opportunity where you can join for just $30 and then $38 a month. And what do you get for that $38 a month? Not a healthy energy drink, right? No. We're talking a savings portal. A savings portal that gives you $50 or more in value in savings, okay? Maybe you can't use them all right this second, okay? But they accumulate, right? All those points accumulate, and you'll be able to use them in future things, right? Whether you're traveling or whether you're, going to go out to eat, or, because that's the thing. They're going to add so much more value here so soon. We've heard about the new gift card program, right? We've heard about the R Auto program. We've heard about the new teledoctor program. And there's so much more besides that that's coming. International flights discounts, and just so much more, right? And the bank account, all these things. So for $38 a month, you're getting a ton of value, right? You're getting all these things to actually make it real. It's like, oh, yeah, okay, I'm paying $38, but I'm getting $50 to $100 or more in value. That's a no-brainer by itself, okay? And on top of that, we have this me and 3 bonus, where if I go and get my 3, I'm guaranteed to to be in profit, right? If I'd have had that at that other company, get your 3 and now your auto ship of your energy drinks is free, that would have been amazing. They might have survived, right? Instead of collapsing, they might have actually survived if they'd done that. But no, they didn't, right? But we have that. We have that. If you get 3, you're not only in profit because they're going to guarantee your $38, you're also getting double the points, 10,000 points that you can use on all kinds of things. It's so much easier, okay? And so I get it. If you're a leader and you know how to do network marketing already, this is like the most no-brainer thing you could ever think of. And I've got people every single day, calling me, Jeremy, tell me more about this. Holy cow, this is the best thing I've ever seen. I've been in this company or that company or whatever. And, it's just, wow. Join for $30 and pay $38 a month. That's it. Wow. And think about this. So that company I was in, right, a basically $170 a month auto ship was paying out $5 per person. Okay. Here in our network, what do we got? We have a $38 a month auto ship, right? Basically, it's an auto ship. But how much is it paying? It's paying $2 out, right? So yeah, it's less, right? But still, think of that. The percentage is so much higher. And then if you go and become a founding member, right? If you become a founding member, you get your 10. Now it's paying $250 on a $38 ask, $250 per person. And that's just the membership, right? That doesn't even include when the people start swiping the card and getting the 1% going up the tree, when people start buying a car through our autos, when people start paying their mortgage and all these other things, right? We're going to probably be, once everything's up and going, we're going to be easily right around $3 to $4 per person. Yeah, $3 to $4 per person. So $3 to $4 per person on a $38 ask versus what I was doing before in 2009, where it was $5 on a $170 ask. See how much value we have? And all these people that are coming in, they're getting theirs for free, right? Basically better than free because they're getting their $38 and they're getting the savings and everything. It's just like, whoa. Okay. So today's message, we're going to talk about the napkin presentation. We're going to go through that real quick. Okay. Napkin presentation, because here's the thing. I want those that don't have as much experience. Okay. Today's webinar is more for those individuals, right? Professional networkers, you're good to go. Just run with this thing. Do the sprint. Okay. Do it where you got 3 who get 3 every single week for 7 weeks. Make your 10K a month and away you go. I trust you. You guys got this, right? But for those who are new at this, right, that are seeing this for the first time, you maybe dabbled in network marketing, but you've never done anything real successful with it. This is for you guys, okay? And so we're going to talk about, number one, the napkin presentation. This is how you can, in a very simple way, talk to somebody about what we have, right? And then we're going to go through the 10 steps to success. Okay. Now I've given these 10 steps before in previous webinars a year ago or whatever, but so a lot of you guys are new though. And so we're going to review it real quick. And because I keep getting a lot of people who are worried, right now, oh, the clock's running down, I only have till Monday to get my 3. What am I going to do? All right. Because I had 30 days. And unfortunately, a lot of people kind of sat on it and didn't make a move. And now that they're seeing that the time's running out, they're like, uh-oh, I got to make a move, right? What am I going to do? So napkin presentation and then the 10 steps, okay? 10 steps to success. They're going to show you what you need to be doing to make this work, all right? If you're not doing the 10 steps, then that's why. If you're sitting there asking yourself, how come I didn't get a check yet? How come I haven't got paid? How come don't have my 3 yet? Well, you'll be able to answer that question, because if you're not doing the 10 steps, then you're not going to have success. Okay. All right. So let me share my screen real quick. We're going to go through first the napkin presentation. This is what you can use to talk to people. And then we'll talk about the 10 steps. All right. Okay. Thanks everybody for joining. We're going to talk about this napkin presentation. This is just a brief real simple way, if somebody asks you, hey, what's our network? What is this all about? What are you doing? Right? You can go through this with them and just answer. It's just a simple, it can do this in basically 5 minutes. Tell somebody, hey, what is this all about? Right? So here's what you say. You want answers? I know it's on your mind, right? You are thinking about it every day. You are losing sleep and feel anxious about the future, the economy, possible unemployment, even underemployment. Others have mastered it, but you feel trapped and locked out of your dreams. Okay? What is it? It's money, right? And the answer is rNetwork. Why? Let me ask you a few questions. Do you buy groceries every month? Do you have a cell phone bill that you pay for every month? Do you eat out on occasion during the month? Do you like to go shopping? So if I could show you a way to save money and all those things that you're already doing, would that be a good deal for you? Here at rNetwork, our focus is to assist people to enjoy their current lifestyle for less. Our goal as a company is to help you save hundreds off your current monthly expenses. You see, we are a financial wellness company. rNetwork teaches essential life and financial skills. We create online tools and apps to help you save, make, and manage money. For example, let's say that you pay $1,000 a month for groceries, eating out, your cell phone, clothes for the kids, whatever, right? Okay, there's a lot of things we got to spend money on. Without changing your lifestyle, you can have extra money at the end of the month. Because at rNetwork, we have a saying, saving money is making money. Does that make sense? Right? So instead of buying more stuff or food with your extra money, we want you to be able to apply it to your debt, right? Consumer debt, whether that be your credit cards, student loans, a mortgage, whatever it is, okay? By making that extra payment each month, you will pay less in interest over the life of the loan. Got it? All right. Now, you see, our primary focus as a company is to assist people in becoming debt-free and ultimately financially free. As a company, we have several programs that will help you to do that, including a rewards portal with discounts at over 300,000 locations, wholesale travel pricing, a benefits package, an amazing new banking system called the Rev account, and the Rev card itself. All of this allows you to save money at hundreds of thousands of locations when you travel and so much more. So we help you save on spending and debt, and then we help you save on taxes as well. Because you started a home-based business, you now have access to about 450 potential tax deductions that can save you anywhere from $3,000 to $9,000 a year on your taxes, right? Now, I have a disclaimer. rNetwork is obviously not engaged in offering tax or accountability advice or accounting advice. Please seek professional advice from your qualified tax advisor and all of that, right? You are responsible for the compliance with your applicable tax laws and those things, okay? But if that's all that we did for you as a company, would that be a good deal? Of course it would, right? That's what I love most about this company. Everybody wins. Now, let me ask you, how much would you be willing to spend for a program like this, right? How would you like to take the shortcut to success? What would it take to get you on the road to wealth, right? A lot of people pay literally hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to get financial advice, right? What is working and has worked for the last century is having a home-based business, okay? It is also called network marketing. The network marketing industry made over $31 billion last year. And network marketing has also increased in the United States by 6% each year for decades. That means network marketing generates over $15 billion a year just in the United States. So you can go check it out at the DSA website. Network marketing creates more six-figure income earners than any other profession. Okay. Now, the amazing thing about rNetwork and this opportunity is that because of the attractive price point and value offered, you are more likely to generate income with rNetwork than any other network marketing company, right? Why? Well, there are a couple of ways to get started, but the best way is to become what we call a charter member, which is an independent business owner, and generate another stream of income and create a home business. For just $30 to join and only $38 per month, you can start down the path to financial freedom. That's it. It's so cheap, okay? Now, remember, when you elect to get started with our network, the worst thing that can happen to you is you're going to save money on all the things that you already buy. But when you follow the program, you're also going to get yourself out of debt, you're going to save on your taxes, and you're going to make a residual income. Those are all good things, right? All right. So here are the two things you got to remember. To become financially free, you either got to learn to live on less than you earn, or find a way to make more money, right? And our network helps you do both. So let's give you a raise, okay? So here's how it works. With a raise, you're going to reduce taxes, you're going to add value, you're going to increase income, you're going to save money, and you're going to eliminate your debt, all right? So first, we're going to help you save on your spending. We're going to eliminate and reduce taxes, okay? Eliminate debt and reduce taxes. And we're also going to use our very lucrative compensation plan that's going to be able to pay you hundreds of dollars or more per month for owning a business. So instead of spending money on advertising, our network pays its members to share the savings on groceries, vacations, eating out, car purchases, gift cards, online shopping, and more. And 1% or more of purchases with the Rev card gets paid into the compensation plan because our network owns the bank, right? So when people save money, you make money. And when you share with others and they share with others, it goes viral. The bigger we get, the better it gets. You're doing it anyway. You use word of mouth advertising to tell people about great products and great deals all the time. You just never got paid for it before, right? So think about this. If you saved $100 a month, that would be $1,200 in 1 year. If you made $500 a month for a year, that would be over $6,000. And if you reduced your taxes by $417 a month, that would be $5,000 a year. If you add them all up, that's $12,200 a year. Would that make a difference for you? You earn these commissions through the sharing of our network's products and services. It's that simple. We have a simple formula that we follow. It's called the 3&Me guarantee. This is how it works. When you sponsor your first 3 people into our network in 30 days, you will earn at least $38, which can then be applied to your next month's membership. So in other words, you earn enough in commissions to pay for your own business. Then you help those 3 sponsor their 3 for a total of 12 active people, right? Then you continue with that magic of duplication where 3 who get 3 continues 10 levels for a total of 88,572 people. At an average of $3 earning per person on your team, that is well over $250,000 per month. But even at just 5 levels, right? Even if it just duplicated 5 times instead of 10, that is still close to an extra $1,000 per month. So you can make your dreams a reality by being your own boss. Then your income can dramatically grow. Now, there's a disclaimer, of course. Results may not be typical, right? Earning a commission as an rNetwork charter member requires work. Some charter members don't earn a commission at all. It just depends on each individual circumstance, okay? So, question. Would an extra $1,000 a month help you? Absolutely. It just changes your life. So, what would an extra $1,000 do for you? Could it help with food, rent, gas, or bills? We want to help you get out of debt and get control of your financial future. Are you ready to make the change? It is time to open your eyes. And the answer is our network. Okay, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and share my other screen here and go through the 10 steps to success. Okay, so now we know how to pitch somebody. Now, what do we got to do to be successful? What do we have to do to make sure we can achieve that, right? We talk about getting our 3 and all those things. So here are 10 steps to success. If you want to be successful, if you want this to work, okay, this is what you need to do. Now, I put on here, we have a strategic plan. It's called doing things, okay? If you're not doing your business, then you're not in business, right? It's not going to work for you. So here are 10 steps that you really, 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 really need to do to be able to start making money. Okay. If you're not getting 3 people in your business, if you're not getting a check, if you're struggling, it's probably because you haven't done these 10 steps. All right. So the first step that you want to do, if I can get this to move here, it's not moving. Let's see. Resume slideshow. It's not moving for me. All right, one sec. We're going to try this again. Do that version of it. All right, so let's try. Here we go. Okay, 10 steps to success. Strategic plan is called doing things. Okay, so step number 1 is to define your why. All right. Now, when you're going to start a home-based business, it's going to get difficult sometimes, right? And so that's one of the issues. That's why this is number 1, is that you have to have defined why you're doing this. Because when temptation comes and you know your favorite TV show is on, or you're just tired, or you know people are distracting you or whatever, if you don't have your why defined, you're going to find excuses. You're going to think, oh, yeah, I can put that off. Oh, yeah, I'll wait until the end of the month to do that, or whatever, right? You've got to have a why that's so strong that it reminds you all the time, oh, nope, I ought to be working on this. Oh, my goodness, I've got to really sacrifice, right? And take some time, even if it's just 15, 20 minutes a day, and spend time on my business. Because if not, if you don't have your why defined, then it's not going to go like you want it to. Okay. So in mine, it's all about being able to be with my family, to spend time, you know, traveling the world, playing some golf, you know, all that kind of stuff. Right. So I've defined my why. I created a why board. Actually, I've got it hung up on my wall here, and yeah, I know what I'm doing. I know what my you know my objective is, right? And so whenever I get discouraged, or whenever things are not going my way, or somebody says no to the business, or whatever it is, right? Or somebody drops out, I just remember my why. I go, yeah, that's normal, okay, but I know what I'm after. I know I want to go to Cancun, right? I know I want to go to Universal Studios. I know I want to do all these fun things. And so that's what keeps me motivated. That's what keeps me going. So you got to define it. You really do. Create a dream board, whatever it is you got to do. Put something on your mirror so that you see every day that reminds you of why you're doing this. Because otherwise, you're going to get discouraged, and you might end up quitting. Okay. The second thing is to make your list. Right now, that's one of the key things is making your list, and then actually working with your sponsor or your upline to contact those people, right? So here's some things I'd recommend. So number 1, you want to write down people you know, right? And just think, okay, we're going to categorize these people. We're going to say, all right, this person would be good. This person might not be. I'm going to contact these ones first, but don't do it by yourself, okay? Maybe, the initial contact you could do by yourself, right? Where you say, hey, send them a text or send them a message or something, send them one of the videos, right? And say, hey, this is what I'm doing. It's super exciting. Let me know what you think of this video. Let me know, are you open to hearing some ideas on how to make money? Because I'd like to go into business with you. I think you would be an awesome business partner with me, right? And then if you get a positive response, then you say, okay, I need you to either, number 1, come to a local meeting with me, right? Or number 2, I'm going to get you on the phone with one of my leaders, right? Somebody who, knows what they're talking about, right? Somebody that's respectable. You're going to get third-party validation that way, all right? So don't try and, set up a follow-up call and do it by yourself. It's better. Even if you think you're really good, it's still better to get your upline or some other expert on the line with you and do a 3-way call, because then you're creating credibility, And not only that, the other thing is you get to hear from one of the leaders, and you're now educated as well because you're listening in, right, to what they're saying. Okay, and so it works because now the prospect is, you've edified this leader, and now they think they're talking to somebody who's awesome, right? And then on top of that, you get to hear how somebody else does the pitch, right, or does the call. So three-way calls are awesome. That's the best thing you can do. Okay. Now the other thing, I've got a picture of a lighthouse on here, and there's a reason for that. Okay. The lighthouse represents that we need to do attraction marketing. All right. Attraction marketing is where instead of us going out and trying to find people, people find us. All right. And the example of that is this. Can you just imagine, right? You're there by the shore, okay, without a lighthouse, and you see there's a boat coming in, and it's stormy, right? So there's waves, and it's raining and everything. And all of a sudden, that boat crashes against the rocks, right? And so all of a sudden, you have all these sailors out there, and they're drowning, okay? And you have a little, life raft, right? You got a little boat. And so you row out there and you start picking them up. You pull them into your little boat, and you row back to shore, and you drop them off. And then you're like, oh man, there's more out there. And you row out there, and you're trying to get some more people. And, you're tired, and it's cold, and it's frustrating. And you get back to shore, and you're like, oh, I hate this, right? And you're so tired. You're just like, I can't do it anymore. Sorry, too bad, right? Well, yeah, that's not fun, right? But if you were to build a lighthouse that shines a light out there, it attracts the boats in. And the boats actually, because you have light, they can see where they're going, and they don't crash in the first place, right? That is the analogy I want with you guys. Make your list, but also put up your lighthouse, okay? And now, how do you put up a lighthouse? Well, honestly, it has to do with social media. Okay, that's the easiest way. Now, there's old school ways like putting up flyers at the grocery store, or putting, a sticker in the back of your window, or, different things like that, right? But those are less effective. The most effective, honestly, is just doing social media. Now, I'll just give you an example of that, right? So I do YouTube, right? I do Facebook and YouTube. Those are my two main platforms. And my greatest success I ever had a few years ago was because I made a video. I went out and I just did a lame video. I'll call it lame, right? Because it was just me with a little whiteboard, and totally unprofessional, not very good video at all. But I went on the whiteboard and I kind of explained how the compensation plan worked in my company, and it was like a 12-minute video, and I put it out there. It was just on my YouTube channel. Right? And I didn't have a lot of followers on YouTube at all, right? Hardly any. But all of a sudden, a few days later, a gentleman in Mexico called me up out of the blue, because I did put, my contact information on there. And he called me up out of the blue, and he said, hey, I see what you're doing, and I see that you're wanting to take this to Mexico, and, I'm interested. I want to do it with you. And I thought, oh, okay. And I said, okay, yeah, let's get you signed up, and, we'll put you on this team or whatever. And he was like, well, no, but I want to work directly with you. Right. And I said, oh, okay, that's cool. That's fine. So we started working together, and he started working. He started going crazy. And he got to the point, and, it took him about, 8 or 9 months or whatever, but he got to the point where he was making $100,000 a month. He was making way more than me, right? And I couldn't believe it. It was amazing. And he got famous, and everybody was like, wow, and he had all the recognition and stuff. And people would ask me all the time, Jeremy, how did you recruit that guy? What did you do to recruit that guy? How did you do it? Holy cow, right? And I said, well, I put up my lighthouse. They're like, what? What do you mean you put up your lighthouse? Yeah, I put up my lighthouse. I put up my YouTube channel. And it was just a lame video, a little stupid little video I did, just me with a whiteboard. And that's how I got him, right? He found me. I didn't recruit him. I didn't know who he was. I didn't go out and send him a message saying, hey, check this thing out I'm doing. No, he found me. Wow. Yeah. And that's happened so many times since then. It's amazing. I just put stuff out on YouTube. I put stuff out on Facebook, and people find me. Okay. The biggest leaders I ever get happen because they found me, not because I went and tried to recruit them. Okay. So put your lighthouse up. Make your list. Yes. Contact people that you know. Yes. Do three-way calls. Absolutely. But also create your lighthouse. Learn it. Learn how to do YouTube. If you're making the excuse of, oh, I'm not a social media person, or, oh, no, I don't do Facebook, guess what? You're shooting yourself in the foot. You are. Get over that. Get over it. Don't say, I'm not a Facebook person. Become a Facebook person. Put up your lighthouse, and you will start to have success. Okay. Step 3, set goals, right? Goal setting. They got to be specific. They got to be measurable. They got to be attainable. They got to be relevant. They got to be time bound. And some of the big mistakes that people make in goal setting, right? So I'm going to give you my perspective on goal setting. You should have definitely short-term, medium-term, and long-term goals, right? So you got to have your daily goals. But here's the thing. Most people put a goal something like, I'm going to sign up 3 people tomorrow. Well, that goal is not smart because it doesn't depend on you, right? That goal says, I'm going to sign up 3 people. Well, what if, you talk to 3 people and they all say no, and you then get to the end of the day and you go, I didn't sign up my 3 people. I'm a failure, right? And then you give up. Then you think, I'm not good at this. Well, that's a mistake, okay? The goal has to be based on what you can do, not what other people are going to do. So let's put a more smart goal or a more realistic goal. What if you said, tomorrow I'm going to talk to 5 people? 5 people, okay? That's my goal. I'm going to talk to 5 people. Now, at the end of the day, if you talk to 5 people or not is up to you, right? That's on you. It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter if all 5 people said no, all 5 people said yes. It doesn't matter, right? Because the goal was based on your efforts, and you did it or not. So at the end of the day, if you only talk to 3, well, that's on you because you didn't take the time to talk to the other 2, right? So make sure that your goals are based on what you can do, not what other people will say, right? So that's super important, okay? So it needs to be specific. I'm going to talk to 5 people tomorrow. Measurable? Is that measurable? Yes, there's 5. Is it attainable? Absolutely. Who couldn't talk to 5 people? Everybody can, especially if you're on Facebook, okay? Is it relevant? Of course. Is it time bound? Yes, by tomorrow. Okay. Now, what does that lead to? If you can talk to 5 people every single day, then the law of averages says that, especially with what we're talking about, of 5 people, you're probably going to get 2 or 3 of them to say yes, or at least be interested, right, in finding out more. Okay. All right. Cool. So what does that mean? If you get 2 to 3 of them per day that are interested, and you get them in front of on a 3-way call, or you get them on a video, or you get them at a meeting, then of those 2 or 3, probably at least one of them is going to sign up, right? So if you want to sign up 3 people in a month, what do you got to do? Okay, so if your goal, your long-term goal, could be more specific, right? Could be, I'm going to sign up 3 people in the month. Okay, cool. Well, then the short-term goal is talk to 5 people a day. That's really what it is. Contact 5 people a day, right? Now it's on you. And the law of averages says if you actually did that, if you actually contacted 5 people a day about the opportunity, you would have how many? 5 times 30, right? Whoa. You would have talked to 150 people in the month. Law of averages says that out of 150 people, you would get at least 3. Absolutely. Okay? So there you go. That's how you do it. All right. Now, commitment. Step 4 is commitment. That means you need to treat this as like as if it was marriage, right? You're shaking hands on this thing. You are committed. Okay, this is not just a hobby. This is not just oh, let's see if it works. This is not just a oh yeah, I think I'll try it out. Right? No, you got to be committed. You got to decide. Yeah, I'm doing this. I'm doing this. My why, step number one, is strong enough that I'm going to do this no matter what. You are committed. You are engaged. You are, you're making a promise to yourself that you're going to do it. You're not going to give up, right? You're going to keep going. Why? Well, because it works. And there are people having success, and there are people making full-time income, and there's people, doing, getting big teams and all that stuff. So obviously it's possible. It just requires commitment. It just requires that even when those hard times come, you're going to stick through it, right? What does the marriage thing say? In sickness and health, right? For richer or poorer, for better or worse, and all that stuff, right? You're going to stick with it, okay? That is what the commitment part is all about. If you're thinking, oh, I'm going to give it, a couple months to see how it goes, that's not commitment. No, not at all, right? If you're not committed, people will know. That's the other thing. When you're committed, when you put on that t-shirt, when you put on the hat, when you say, I am, this, people know it. They can see it. They can hear it in your voice. If you're not committed, you're not going to have success recruiting because people are going to know that you're wishy-washy. So be committed. And then people will listen and they'll hear that commitment when they talk to you and they'll be convinced. Okay? You got to be committed or it's not going to work. Okay. Step number 5, you got to be doing personal development. You just do. You got to be reading the books. You got to be listening to the audio, right? You got to be participating in all of this self-improvement stuff. Okay. You do. I mean, you got to educate yourself. You got to learn the skills. Right? Now, this is not some, he's some weird new age freak kind of person. No, we're talking about, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. We're talking about how to win friends and influence people. We're talking about secrets of the millionaire mind, all these things that help successful business people, right? Millionaires become what they are, right? That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about self-esteem. No, we're talking about personal development. We're going to learn the skills we need. We're going to learn how to talk to people, how to recruit, how to build a team, how to present, how to get up in front of an audience, all those things, right? You got to learn it. You got to overcome our fear. We got to overcome our doubt. We got to be motivated. And that's what these books do, right? Even if it's just, 5 minutes a day, read a chapter, right? Get on YouTube. There's so many free videos out there you can listen to that talk about how to build your business, how to recruit, how to do all those things. Just take the time. Just take the time. If your why is strong enough, right? Step number 1, if your why is strong enough, then you will sacrifice 5 minutes a day to do this, to listen to something, to read something, to get better. Okay? All right. Step number 6, you got to plug in the system. You do. You just got to plug in. All right. Now, we are constantly doing webinars and Zooms and presentations all the time. We got meetings just about every single day of the week. Okay. There's calls going on. There's, Facebook Lives going on. There's webinars going on. There's, meetings at the office, and it's just, you got to connect, right? You got to be in the groups. You got to be following the YouTube channel. You got to be following the Facebook stuff. You got to be on following the Twitter. There's so many ways to plug into the system, right? And make sure that you're getting the latest information, getting the updated stuff, making sure that you are up to speed on everything that's going on, right? If you're not plugged in, you're not going to have success. If you're not making money, if you haven't got a check yet, if you haven't recruited your 3 people, likely it's because you're not plugged in. You're not participating, right? And I know it's really kind of sad when somebody calls me up or somebody sends me a message and says, hey, it's getting to the end of the month, and I didn't get my 3 yet, and can you help me? Can you give me somebody or whatever, right? And I'm going, I have not seen you at a single meeting. I have not seen you on Facebook participating. I have not had you call me and say, hey, can you do a 3-way call with my person? And now here you are at the end of the month asking that, I just give you somebody. Wow. Now, plug in. Please plug into the system. Get in the know, see what's happening, participate, post on social media. You got to do it. If you want to make that money, if you want to have your home-based business and get the residual income and accomplish your why, you got to plug in and you got to stay plugged in. You can't just, go away for a month or two and then come back and say, oh, hey, can you catch me up on everything that's going on? Oh my gosh. No, stay plugged in, please. Okay. Step number 7, learn to invite. Okay. The inviting formula, super easy. 6 steps. Number 1, you're going to greet the person, right? Get the prospect to talk freely and openly to you. Number 2, you're going to qualify, right? You're going to find out what the prospect needs or wants as it pertains to their business. Number 3, you're going to invite them. You're going to have them look at some educational material, like a video or the website or, something, a PDF document, presentation, whatever it is, right? You get them, you invite them to just look at something. Then step 4, handle any questions or objections, right? Help your prospect past what is stopping them from getting what they need. Number 5 is close to an action, right? So end the conversation by confirming the next time that you're going to talk and what you're going to do prior to that conversation. Okay. You got to always have an action item. And then number 6 is you're going to follow up or follow through. Number 6 is the most important one. And it's the one that most people don't follow up on, or they don't do, right? They're not following up on the following up. So make sure you do step number 6. Don't forget about them. Make sure that if you say, hey, I'm going to call you tomorrow and see what you thought of stuff, you got to do it, right? You got to follow up on it and see what they're thinking. All right. Number 8, step 8 is learn the biz, right? You got to know what you're talking about, right? Take the time, understand who the company is, when did they start, where they're based out of, right? Who their partners are, what they're offering, what's going on, what's their background, right? So you can talk about that intelligently. Number 2, who are the leaders, right? Who are we working with? Some of the best people in the industry, they're with awesome training, all that stuff, right? You got to know who your leaders are. You got to understand why they're able to help out and everything that's going on. Number 3, you got to know the products, right? What are you doing? You're saving money. You got travel. You got bank account. You got the car. You got all these things, right? You got to understand what the products are and how they work, what they're doing, how they benefit people. Okay, the compensation. You got to understand how the compensation plan works. That's the most fair and lucrative plan in the industry, right? How it fills in, how it's synergistic and not socialistic, all that stuff, right? Understand the comp plan. And then number 5, understand the timing, that we're in at the beginning, that we're just about to go into momentum, that there's no better time than now, right? Learn all those things, understand it, so that when people ask, you can tell them, right? And with confidence. All right. Step number 9, be a leader. Okay. What does that mean? Right. So, John Maxwell in his book, 5 Levels of Leadership, talks about the 5 levels of what you need to get to, right? So the first level of leadership is what we call position, right? And that's when people follow you because they have to, right? So if you're the boss, right, you're the supervisor, you've got some position, and so you tell somebody, hey, you need to be at this meeting, at noon, and you're like, oh crap, okay, yeah. So my boss told me I got to be at this meeting, right? You do stuff because you have to, okay? Number 2 level of leadership is permission. And this is a relationship permission or relationship step. This has to do with people will follow you because they want to, right? You're their friend. So you say, hey, you know what? We should go bowling tonight, right? Or, hey, we should go on a hike, right? Or we should go, we should start working out at the gym more together, right? And okay, they'll follow you because they want to, because they like you, they trust you, you're friends, right? So it's a permission-based thing. Okay. Number 3 level of leadership is production. It has to do with results. So people follow you because of what you have done for the organization, right? So, oh wow, right? He's making money. Oh wow, he's got so many people on his team. Oh wow, she went and got some recognition, right? Some award or whatever. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll follow them because I see that they've been successful before, right? Then level number 4 is people development, right? This is the reproduction thing. People follow because of what you have done for them. What? Yeah, this is the one we all really want to get to, okay? This is where you not only are having success, but people followed you and they had success because of what you taught them, right? Okay, yep, I'm going to join with that leader because, wow, they are a good trainer. They're a mentor. They've taught me some cool things, and I trust them. And I know if I continue to follow them, I'm going to have success, right? And then, of course, number 5 is the pinnacle. This is just complete respect, right? This is where somebody is like super famous, right? This is where we're talking about, this is a Bill Gates, or this is a, maybe a Steve Jobs, or this is a, whoever, right? That's just super successful. They're famous. They're at a pinnacle. And so because they've achieved so many cool things, there's a Tony Robbins, right? Wow. Yeah. Look at what Tony Robbins has done. Holy cow. Yeah, I'm going to, definitely follow what they say because we respect them for what they've achieved, right? So these are the steps that we want to get to. Most people starting out, they're going to start with number 2, right? Permission. It's based on, hey, these are my family, my friends. Let's get started. They'll do it just because they know you and they like you, right? But we want to get to at least 3 or 4, right? Where we're starting to have some success so people can look at us and go, hey, yeah, they're having success. Or, number 4, hey, you should join this person because look, they've done this for me, right? So be a leader. Being a leader means just doing it, just getting out there. If you're the one that, somebody's calling you and saying, hey, you should come to this webinar, or you should come to this meeting, you're not the leader, right? But if you're the leader, you're the one calling them, right? You're the one saying, hey, don't miss out on the webinar. Hey, don't forget about the call. Hey, we should go to the meeting at the office on Thursday night, right? That's a leader. That's what you really want. Okay. All right. Then step number 10, the golden rules. Now, this is all about doing stuff correctly, doing stuff consistently, and doing it for long enough, right? And most people don't understand that it's pretty messy, right? But if you do it correctly, if you do it consistently, and you do it for long enough, it is a mathematical formula that you will have success, right? It's just a numbers game. It will happen correctly, consistently for long enough. Okay. If you're correctly, what does that mean? It means doing the previous 9 steps, right? Consistently, meaning you're doing it all the time, right? If not daily, at least weekly, you're participating in something, right? You're doing the meetings, you're getting on a call, you're doing a webinar, whatever. And then you do it for long enough and you will have success. All right. So those are the 10 steps to success. Please analyze them. Please repeat them. Please memorize them. And please apply them in your life. And you will start having the success that you want. You will get your 3. You will get to $10,000 a month if you just do it correctly, consistently, for long enough. So with that, I appreciate your time today. Hope this was helpful. And we will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.